everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title of this video, I wanted to share my personal experience on why I believe my Etsy shop failed when I first started my business. So I'm currently in the process of creating my December grab bag, so I decided why not tell my story while you watch me create it and provide some helpful tips that helped me land my first sale within 30 days of leaving Etsy. So when I first opened my Etsy shop, I honestly thought that Etsy would do all the heavy lifting. I know that sounds like a little naive, but it's honestly the truth. I literally thought I was about to be rich overnight. I laugh because I know better now. It's like I thought if I uploaded cute products, slap a few tags, and waited, people would just magically find me. But yeah, no, that's not how it happened. It didn't even happen that way, like far from that. And the more I refreshed that screen, the more I realized my shop wasn't failing because my products were bad. I was failing because nobody even knew my products existed. I wasn't marketing, I wasn't showing up online, I wasn't posting consistently, my titles and SEOs were not searchable, my mock-ups were too busy, and honestly, I was hiding behind my products instead of promoting them. And that's when it hit me. You can't make sales in silence. Even though we really want to, like, we just want to create something and just put it out there and just let the money roll overnight. Whether it's on Etsy, Shopify, Instagram, whatever, you have to market yourself, you guys. So this is why I actually wanted to create this video, because I wanted to let you guys know I've been there, I've done that, and if I would have known these marketing tips sooner, I probably wouldn't have went through all the things I've went through. I probably would have been a little bit more successful much faster. So I created 5 beginner-friendly marketing tips that would have saved me so much time and helped me get those sales faster. So that's why I'm actually going to tell you guys those tips. So tip number 1 is going to be to post consistently, even when you think no one is watching. I used to think posting once a week was enough, but it wasn't. Consistency builds trust, trust builds your audience, and audience builds your sales. Even if your views are low, someone is still watching. Someone is getting inspired. Someone is waiting to see more from you. Really take your time to think about how you want to be viewed by your subscribers, viewed by the world. You know what I'm saying? So I always say when I post content, I separate my personal with my business. Like if I'm posting something personal about myself, it's associated around my business. I literally built my crafting community based off the fact that I am a family oriented person. So you see my kids, you hear my dogs barking in the background. I really kind of let you guys into my world and into my home, like literally. I feel like when you grow with your community and they get to know you as a person, then the sales will organically come. So tip number 2 is going to be use your proper titles and SEOs, which is search engine optimization. Keep it searchable, not cute. Now, I feel like this hurt me at the beginning. I was naming products to cute little names like people would like, things that really like just looked cute. But people aren't searching pink sparkle bookmarks. People are searching kawaii bookmark, aesthetic stationery gifts, cute bookmarks for students. Your titles need to be what your customers are actually typing in the search bar. So when you think of SEO, think of what you type in the search bar to look for something on Google, to look for something on Amazon. Think simple. Simple is always best, which leads me to tip number 3. Keep your mock-ups simple. More is less. I cannot overly express how much time I spent on my mock-ups, and I'm like, oh, this gonna get them, y'all. This is it. But honestly, it was a little too oversaturated, and people really didn't understand what my brand was. What am I selling? Because I was too focused on designing the mock-up. So my old ones kind of looked a mess, but at least I started, you guys. I had props, I had decorations, backgrounds, sparkles, everything except the product being the star. So simple mock-ups convert better to the eye. Clear markups build trust. No one wants to zoom in and guess what you're buying, okay? So make sure when you're making your pictures, taking your pictures, that, like you said, the bookmark or whatever you're selling is the star of the picture. Don't let that background drown out the product. Tip number 4 is going to be show yourself and your process. People don't connect to products first, they connect with you. Post behind the scenes, record packing videos. I can't stress it enough. I feel like I talk about this in my previous videos. Y'all really think I'm just talking out the side of my neck, but honestly, this is what produced sales for me, and it's producing sales for everyone else. So talk about your product solves. Share your struggles. People love to be relatable. That's how people start rooting for you, not your shop. So I can't tell you how many reels I have seen people just showing their hands or behind the back of their head, and they're just telling a story or explaining a process, how to do something. I feel like this tip is what slips people up because they focus more on what they don't want to show rather than creating the content around the actual product. You all have seen my posts with my nails not done, hair not done, messy background, kids crying. People want to be able to see the realistic crafting experience, and sometimes showing your kids in the background can help bring more subscribers and potential buyers because they can relate to being a mother. So what you think is a flaw, see my baby crying right now. So what you think is a flaw is actually your game changer, you guys. 1 second. All right, I'm back. Okay, so tip number 5 is going to be don't depend on one platform. Build your own space. This was my biggest mistake on Etsy. I put all my hope, you guys, my dream, okay, in one platform. And that platform didn't care about me, honey, okay? That's why I eventually moved to Shopify, because I wanted control. I wanted to control my branding, my emails, my traffic, my customer experience, my own digital home. I wasn't in like a constant reminder of my competition, because let's face it, when you post your bookmarks or stickers on Etsy, okay, what they like to do is, and I don't like it, but they do it, they show a cuter bookmark next to mine, or a bookmark that's similar or within the same niche but cheaper, and you know the person gonna choose the cheaper one. It's like they're trying to set us up a failure, and it's an oversaturated marketplace, to be honest. So I don't want you guys to focus on one platform. If you want to start off with Etsy, please start off with Etsy, but make sure you're using Etsy correctly. There are certain plugins that you can actually download on your computer. I have not mentioned this probably in my previous videos, but Everbee. You can use Everbee as a search engine. You can use or a keyword search engine. You can use ChatGPT as a keyword search engine. You can use now they have Google Gemini, which is another AI tool. There's other ways to figure out what people are typing in to get those clicks. Yes, it's oversaturated. Yes, it may take a little longer for you to be seen, but please, please, please choose different platforms to promote yourself. Do not just choose one place and be like, okay, everybody's just going to come here. Because like I said, Etsy is oversat. It's a great place to start. It is a great place to start. I have nothing against Etsy. I'm just explaining to you why it didn't work for me personally. And hopefully you guys can like take something from it and it works successfully for you. And honestly, one thing that helped me feel a lot more confident when starting fresh on Shopify was finally getting my branding together. Because let me tell you, my early designs were not giving what I needed it to give, okay? I knew the vision that I wanted, but I could not create it. I'm not an artist. And it's okay to use more than one platform to create one vision. I never want to limit my creativity. I'm always looking into different ways to bring what's in my head to life. This is where Kittle comes in, and it really changed things for me. And I'm not even saying this to be like salesy. This is genuinely one of the platforms that I use on a daily basis. When I started making clear mock-ups, better product inserts, clean titles, and more professional storefronts, everything just felt better. And a lot of that came from using Kittle templates because they're super easy. And honestly, it makes my product look way more expensive, which is catching to the eye, especially when you're trying to get more customers. I love that the platform has a lot of diversity, so you can make clean mock-ups, simple product images, logos, brand kits, social graphics, like all in one place without needing any type of, designer skill set. I do want to share that Kittle has a Black Friday sale starting November 24th through December 2nd. They're offering 25% off their annual Pro and Expert plans. And this goes for the new users, current users, and returning users, you guys. So if branding has been stressing you out, or you just want everything to look more consistent and aesthetically pleasing and more professional, it's honestly worth checking out. I would definitely have the link down below for you guys if you are interested. All right, I did say 5 tips at the beginning of the video. So this is going to be tip number 6. This is the bonus tip. You have to learn how to edit your content for it to look more appealing and engaging to your audience. So a beginner-friendly editing tool that I still use is InShot. I edit my Reels, my TikToks, my YouTube Shorts. I started off with the free version, but it had limitations. So you can always upgrade to $20 a year. It is available on iPhones and Androids, and they also now have a desktop version, which you can download, which is pretty awesome as well. Now, I have used CapCut, but to get like all the features that I want on the desktop version, I have to pay a monthly fee that kind of exceeds my like subscription budget, because we got to be on the budget, especially when you're starting off, because you don't want to just start spending money left and right. But InShot, on the $20 a year, I most definitely have gotten my money's worth. Okay, it's simple, it's clean, it's perfect for editing your product video. If you feel overwhelmed just thinking about editing your content, start with InShot. You don't need fancy tools to make good content. So what do I want you to take away from this video? I want y'all to walk away from this video understanding this one thing. My Etsy shop wasn't unsuccessful because I wasn't good enough. It was unsuccessful because I wasn't marketing myself correctly. Once I've learned how to market, once I applied these simple beginner tips, once I stopped hiding and started showing up, everything changed. And if you're watching this and your shop is slow or you feel discouraged, please hear me. You are not failing. You just haven't been seen yet. And marketing is how you get seen. I know it can be scary. Trust me. I don't want to make it seem like this is just easy for some of you. I know some of you really struggle with this, and it is like holding you back for real. Every tip that I provided you in this video is to help you. I know some people say, tough love. This is the tough love. You need to hear it, because if you don't hear it, you're not gonna do it. All right, you guys. So this is going to conclude the video. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope the tips that I provided you today help you avoid mistakes that I made when I first started off, and to help produce your first sale. I also recently launched a crafting community for completely free so that you can engage, network, and link with potential buyers. I built this platform to help support, also for you all to realize that you are not alone and we have more in common than you think. This community is just the beginning. I have so much in store for you, and I want you to be a part of it. I will have my link to my Discord for that free community down below, so do not miss your opportunity to be seen. If you really enjoyed this video or you learned something new, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow and help this video find other crafters just like you that just need a little push in the right direction. I love y'all so much, so keep crafting and let's keep growing together.